Welcome back to another battle, everybody. Today we are playing exponential per player capitals on the Seaport map. We're playing as a green player out of the third position. And man, this map is a nostalgia hit for me. I've played Seaport before quite some time ago. And we're back on this map again. If you are relatively new to the channel, you maybe have never seen me play this map, which is partially why I wanted to play it today. I imagine we get four on the white. White on the 4 over here would be my guess. If they don't go here, they don't go here. I think I go on the 3, right? 1 point hold for this bottom right bonus. It's only a +2, but something that we could play for. Realistically, probably better to be in the middle of the board, but I don't want to be a wuss. So we're going to go here. We've got the 4 here that can slowly trek to the right. Right. I would be very surprised to see red go on anything other than this 5 here, which is going to make the board much more interesting. The fact that we don't see anybody is surprising. Yellow with a potentially good cap spot here. Are we going to see black try to take... Oh, this fortifies down. Okay, so black is here. This is a really good cap spot on Sleepy Plateau, especially with that massive fortify. If somebody is capped behind them for this bonus, that's super duper interesting. But yeah, we're playing Seaport. Not a huge map. It was one of the earliest maps we covered, or earlier maps we covered on the Tier List Tuesday series. So, I happen to like this one. It's 41 territories, 3 blizzards. It's 38 with the blizzards included. And so that makes it just 1 smaller than the classic map. We're going to hit here. I do want to play for this back area, but not yet. Kind of group up all of my material on other parts of the board. See if somebody ends up knocking this out. Like if an opponent is capped behind me here and they wail on white's material here, then we have a chance to play for this. But at this point, it's probably only yellow back here based off of the fortifies we saw from orange. Because we have red in the middle of the board and black did a massive fortify down this way. But yeah, I happen to like this map. I rated it reasonably. Yeah, yellow is back here. I was going to say, rated it reasonably. He's going to stay in front of me. All right, so yellow has lost their capital. Fortifies forward. I would fortify away. That's smarter. Probably no real incentive to let them hold this. I'm almost better off just trading with them here. Until I can confirm that all of their material is removed, right? Or am I better off just letting them get an extra 2 troops? Maybe that's what I should do. Let yellow get an extra 2 troops. I'm a little bit disappointed he didn't stay pointing at me. Exponential per player. It's basically trade in whenever is necessary. And I can start targeting his external material as well. Right, I don't even have to... I have this card on a fortify. This is what I want to use first because it almost looks like black is trying to play for the precinct bonus. If I had to hedge a bet, yeah, white's getting 9, actually. So white must have Pier. Turn 1 take of Pier. Nothing else makes sense, right? Red in North Head. We don't know actually anybody who has Wharf. White quits. Is a pivot here appropriate then? We see a bot attack off a cap over here. I don't know that I'm able to get in there. So I'm actually going to change my tune. We're going to go to the left rather than the right. With white potentially quit. You know, maybe orange sitting here or yellow here steals white's cap, wherever that may be. I want to have the chance or the opportunity, rather, to strike. So I'll let yellow hold this +2. Mostly because I don't think I get anything out of... I can always use them as an infinite trading zone, but I mostly just don't think I get anything out of hitting them right now. This is... Yeah, I wouldn't fortify that back this way. We're going to hope that white skirts to the left and I can steal a capital here. Red with an aggressive play. Hits me for some reason. I don't understand the second attack there. It's not like you're going to take an additional bonus. Black maybe finally takes this. White gets additional troops here. So yeah, we could see this trickle this way. I'm going to need the 5 to move away, but if there's a cap in here, picking up an additional spot is going to be pretty fruitful. Oh, he's just here. Okay, so a turn of botting, and that was that. In that case, I will not do anything silly here. Keep my cap open into yellow. We have an opening, or a joker rather. And for some reason, we continue to see orange not group their troops up on capital. So I don't know if they're either... I don't understand this. I think they're up here, but it's probably a pretty weak capital there. Top bonus is a +7. There's almost no way we hold that. Red with a pretty strong +2 in the middle. Although their capital is actually completely closed off right now. I don't know that I want to open that. Does black have... All right, red has +2, yellow has +2. It's possible we see black also jump up into the +2 area here. Red hits out into me, immediately opens my capital. Yeah, red, you know, maybe it's a curiosity play, but otherwise very much feels like they are over-attacking. I think that was some of yellow's troops getting bonked. I would like orange to move. That's really what I want here. I would like the orange player to move. Red says good game. I think they just got some of their material hit. White comes out over here. Black, yeah, black only got 5. What is going on? I think this is likely a group up. Fortify left. Yeah, cap here. Maybe a terrible one in the corner here. Looks like it at least goes into there. We have a trade in, but that includes the joker. I don't want to use the joker. Lose some troops there. I want orange to hit yellow, because if yellow gets stuck behind me with no cards, that would be... That's kind of what I'm gearing up for here. That's what I want to happen. And that is exactly it right there. So now we get to find out, does yellow have an external? Otherwise, they're stuck behind me, and their game is basically over. And if they do have an external, I will hunt it, right? This is an annoying position from... Ah, there it is. Okay. They hit me there. Don't think that's very fruitful for you, sir. I don't have a trade without the joker, so I won't be hunting that stuff yet. But card blocking a player this early in the game, absolutely devastating for that person. Absolutely devastating. So I now have pathing into this. I doubt red tries to play into it. I'm going to check over on the right here. I think black is capped here. They are. I don't have to check on the right. Somebody is behind black, though. He's either kill guarding here or something else. I'm going to assume yellow is out of that position. But, yeah, a card block would be really, really powerful. Do wonder who's back here. Black seems smart enough to not take their kill guard for just 2 extra troops. Or they never had this spot, and that might be actually be what it is. It's very possible that they didn't actually have the split, right? Because this bonus down here, this +2 and wharf, is split off of docks. That's why when there's a blizzard here, this position actually becomes much more favorable. Orange, I think, attacked off their capital. So based off of where that attack came from... Oh, no, they actually came from the right-hand side. Okay. Interesting. So now that I'm on 5, we don't have to use the joker. This is actually the perfect time to do this to orange, so that they, or to yellow, so that they trade in and then don't get anything else off of it. But effectively, I'm going to trade, and I'm going to full send yellow's material on the top of the board here. If it turns out that they're somewhere else, then that's a bit of a bummer, but I doubt they have much more than, well, they're getting 7, so they probably won't have more than like 15 up here. Even if I've got 25 here, I should be fine. But a card block on a player like this early in the game, absolutely devastating. Especially when I have a follow-up trade on 3. I know I will have a guaranteed trade on 3. Black does get an additional +2 here, so they do have the split. Likely means that yellow is not in the middle of the board. We know that white has this. We know that red is here. And we know that yellow is not over here on the left-hand side anymore. They're basically just stuck behind me. I don't know why they capped in the back of this bonus to begin with. The fact that white didn't cap over here was surprising until you saw what they actually went for, which was the +4. Pretty central to the middle of the board, even if their capital isn't open. But yeah, we're going to trade in here. I think we get a +2 somewhere in town square. That must be in the middle of the board. There's a chance we could lose that. White smokes orange. Opens up black to the left. I guess he didn't know my 5 was here. Not that anybody would let you hold this +6 in the middle of the board. The fact that he leaves the 5 here is pretty telling of what he's going to try to do. But I have bigger fish to fry on the top of the board. Oh. Well played. I didn't realize that red knocked yellow out of there. Okay. Sure. Tremendous, honestly. This also means that I have the yellow kill guard, because black took this bonus. Doesn't knock right. Okay, we don't have the red kill guard. That's good to know. I'm not a fan of what white is doing here. This actually is going, I realize I'm now stuck behind orange and red. If I lose this middle position to white, I'm going to be forced to trade with yellow, which is not great. But if red repeatedly breaks me, which they will almost certainly do. I don't know what the purpose of that was, but it gives me extra cards, so I'm not going to complain, because I do think white is going to knock me out of here unless black hits them. And then eventually we'll just get 2 free cards off of yellow. But yeah, we are stuck back here, so we need to hope that white doesn't knock me out of the middle, but I think what's going to happen is I think the white player is going to be a fool. Yeah, they're going to hit my 5. This is just such a bad play by white. Nobody, well, I don't know. It's hit or miss, right? Because on one hand, nobody in their right mind should let you hold that position. Nobody in their right mind should let white hold this +6 in the middle. But on the other hand, it's a good play from the sense of I shouldn't let green be here. That I will admit. It's a good play, but I don't think that that is white's motivation. That's way more troops than I thought this player had back here. Is he going to card block me? No. So I can just trade. And I will trade. Because I'd rather yellow sack into me. And then feed me their own cards. And we just hope red doesn't get curious enough. So they'll have 58. I will have 50. It's not a roll that they can win. Or I guess I'll have 49. Because I will be taking a troop on the left. Potentially 48 if we get bad dice. But yeah, I didn't want to have to use the Joker. I'd rather hold on to that. And theoretically, I could try... I don't know. Do I play the old calculator says a 58 on 40, what would I be at? 3 has a 2% chance of winning. Well, I guess 42, right? 5.4% chance. I'm actually going to take that risk. I don't want to set in. I know this player won't have a trade in. Say 58 on 42 has a 5% chance of winning. He could slow roll me, but I have defender's advantage with capital. So the slow roll has less of a chance of succeeding. And by rolling the dice here, we get to hold the joker in case red tries to block us. He is slow rolling. Loses 2 and 1. I mean, this is the start that we need. 2 dice slow roll is a terrible play. 2 dice slow roll is objectively bad. You're rolling 2 dice against 3 dice. I still defend with 3. Okay, well, that won for you. Or maybe I only defend with 2. I'm not sure. Either way, I don't think it helps you. Checking this roll. 47 on 38 cap roll is probably a 0%. Now it's 47 on 36. That is a 1%. And he sacks out. Okay. None of these players would know that this happened unless red came searching. Now I don't need to take these cards over here. Red actually hits in the middle. Did white hold, by the way? Black did. Black held for a turn. White didn't hold. That play that they made, they didn't hold at all. Now you see red's still open to me, which isn't great. Yellow is a bot. My best bet here is to try to butter this up as much as possible and get as many cards as I can off of it. So I think I potentially even run the risk of letting it get to 4. Because eventually I'm going to need to take cards off of red, and red does not appear to be giving me extra cards. So I essentially need to make sure my trades are maxed ahead of theirs. Theoretically, I can hold the bot back. I don't know that red comes over here and looks at me anytime soon. White appears to be aggressing somebody, likely black. Maybe red. I don't know that I don't think the red player is that good. Not surprised yellow crashed out into me. Terrible crash out dice too. Like exceptionally bad crash out dice. There's our trade here, and I am going to take this card into yellow. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to do it like this. So it'll get 5. I'm going to take the capital first. And then butter it up with cards here, I think. I'd like to get it to 4 if possible. I want it to place some here. It looks like it's going to place all of it on capital, though. Which makes sense. Oh, okay, most of it comes off. That's exactly what I wanted to happen. Now, I think I can afford to trade on 3 here. I don't love trading my joker, but... What's orange? Oh, orange, it was... Nobody let orange hold that bonus, by the way. Yeah, see, this is why I think I need to trade, is because of red. I gotta be very wary of red coming back here and harming me. Yeah, black down to 7. And white still at 9. So I do wonder how I get out of here with red having such a strong capital. I almost wonder, do I steal the bot's cap? I have time to take cards off of red. It's an interesting conundrum because I have no way out of here until I get red's capital. And these guys are all fighting in the middle, but I think I do this. I let it get a card here. If I can get it on 4, that wouldn't be bad. But yeah, this is the bizarre cap from... Oh, well, that... All right. That actually informs my decision here. The thing is, the bot's trades are going to be behind me regardless because I can hold it hostage. Like, I can prevent it from getting extra troops. Thank you. That's extra cards, though. Now I can butter it up how I wanted to. Right, if he doesn't get any pathing. Also, this was Orange's capital, potentially. That might be our path out of here. They may be completely off capital. If we see Orange start holding a bonus, I think they're playing completely off capital. If only red knew, right? But red gives us 3 extra cards that I don't have to take right now. I can actually even take this without opening up my capital, too. Like, I should probably take this now. If the bot sets... There's our Joker. Get it back. Yeah, this is where I fear for Orange. If he sits here, if he leaves that there, I wouldn't be surprised if red hit him. He backs it up. And yellow does... This is what I needed, though. Yellow does not have a trade on 3. That's exactly what we needed. We can absolutely butter this up to 4 cards. Potentially more. Red trades. Red may knock me out of here. Or they just take this card. They don't have any pathing into me. Yeah, this is foolish. That's so many extra cards that I can get now. So I can take this card back here. I don't know why the red player would do that. I don't... Oh, Orange has quit. Oh, well, I'm the one with 2 capitals, but that'll come off over here. I don't know if red went and stole that. I'm a little bit worried about Orange bot opening red up. This shouldn't roll a 10 on 10 cap roll, so I can give it an extra card on the next turn. Get it for 4. And then find a way to start dealing with red. I don't know if I'll have the time to go steal Orange's capital with the schedule that I'm trying to play with right now. I almost kind of want this to try to roll a 10 on 10. I don't think it will. No. Red actually got broken. I don't know who did that. Have they been getting broken? They have. So they're open downwards. That is dangerous. How do I get myself out of this pocket? That's the ultimate question. Black getting 12 now, so red doesn't even hit that, and they likely went and hit white instead. And there's a very real chance that Orange's capital is... You know, like, are the trade-ins going to be worth it for me to try to take orange and yellow at the same time? I don't think so. If somebody else gets orange, it makes this a little bit more difficult. If it's red that gets orange, it makes it significantly more difficult. But I don't know that red is aware of the impacts of giving me more cards. I'm going to keep an... Here, red may end up taking orange taking orange's elimination. Black may have just gone and taken orange's capital. I don't know what this looks like. I can't tell. I'm speculating here. We'll see how much red gets on this next turn. We'll see how much white gets on it. Like, white could take this. It's very possible that somebody else takes the orange elimination here. But I will at least get yellow on 4 cards. We will take that. Orange has flagged. And by the way, this is a big... we're playing a map that you guys haven't ever seen before or seen in years probably at this point. But more importantly, yesterday, a new update on St. Patrick's Day. New update came through. And the fix that had to be rolled back of placement when somebody bots, that's the placement that they get, that fix. That has been reinstituted. Where now these 2 players, yellow locked into 6, orange locked into... you see, that's what I was hoping. That's what I was wondering. Is orange available for an elimination? It looks like they were, and I didn't take it. So red likely gets this, and I hope it doesn't trickle all the way over to me here. But I will grab yellow first. And I may sacrifice my game to grab orange as well, if red doesn't take it himself. I had a feeling this would split. I figured it would take the guaranteed card and not try to roll the capital. Red gets 7. So yeah, red either has their bonus back in North Head, or they have... Orange's capital. I think it's more likely that they have their bonus back and they're going to take the orange elimination here. I think they will get 4 cards off of orange. They do not. Interesting. So orange might still be in here then. We need to take this. Have a trade without the Joker? No. But we'll double trade off of this. I think black... If black gets the orange elimination, I don't know that I'm super unhappy about that. White is our double capital player. They don't have the bonus on the left side, though, so that makes me assume that orange is, in fact, in this space. We have no way of getting there. White having this capital is probably the worst for me because they've been consistently getting the most or more troops throughout this. And they do, in fact, get the orange elimination. But orange quit after yellow, so yellow does get last place. No reward for... Absolutely no reward for quitting now, which is good to hear. So I need to conserve these extra cards out here is really the biggest thing. I am going to take this elimination now. I understand it'd probably be better off buttering the bot up for the rest of the game, knowing that it is not trading as well. But I want the 4 guaranteed cards. And the bot didn't have a trade on 4, so I could have gotten it for 5. But I have no way of knowing that that is the case. And now I have quite the strong capital here. And a trade in on the next turn, right? So it's a 4-player game. Black getting 14. That is an interesting number. Because they were getting 12 before with this. And that's 8 territories. So they've either picked up 6 more territories, or somehow they are our cap owner over here. That wouldn't make sense, though, with white on 11. I do wonder how much red has burned on this, but I can't really afford to look. Also, what I'm going to do... I'm essentially going to attack off. I'm going to leave 20 troops here. Red's not on a set, so they can't really do anything about it. And then we're going to get the 20 troops to here. And then I'm going to attempt to trade with red. Don't know that that will work out in my favor. But because I'm stuck back here, I basically have to milk this relationship until I am getting enough off of my exponential trade-ins to make a move on red that they can't stop. I'm 4 cards ahead of them. So is white. We're both 4 cards ahead of the other players. White weirdly bots. That might step off a capital, but I don't think it's worth opening red up to go check that. He actually comes back. I don't think that grabbed a card for him, though. So we're actually a card ahead of white. This is interesting. We're a card ahead of white. Bad dice. A card ahead of white. 4 cards ahead of black and red. Red aggressively attacking here. Did they get broken? They got broken again. Interesting. And it looks like they went after white because black is getting 12 still. Black trades in on 3. Interesting by red. Black is seemingly on an adventure of their own. Lots of attacking. I anticipate we see white without a bonus then, right? Getting 7. Otherwise, no, they're getting 11. So they are not holding this or this. But what I don't understand is if red keeps getting broken and they're +2 here, why is it that they are... Why is it that they are not breaking black right here? Why let black hold the +5? Not sure I understand. White botting out would be interesting. I no longer think I'm at risk of perishing. Getting the cards off of yellow, accelerating us, getting extra troops per turn. I mean, we're getting 9 per turn. That certainly helps. Looks like white might be botting again. And that is the case. We are now going to be 2 cards ahead of white. White botted earlier, but their bot did take a card. This time, okay, we're still only the 1 card ahead of white because their bot did take a card. Push up to this spot. They bot again though, between the turns. It might be a mobile player, honestly. Red getting 7 again. They trade on 3. Seemingly not towards me. Now, the purpose of this sitting here, I am now no longer, I'm going to keep a 20 here. Maybe even more, honestly. I might just start stacking more here. But I'm going to hit and open this stuff up. Yeah, there it is. It was about time. I had a feeling that red, it was only a matter of time before red started actually hitting black. I think their previous turn, maybe black had quite a bit of defense around this position, and red didn't want to weaken their cap too much. I need this to continue, these two quarreling with each other, especially if white is going to remain botted. Although, the bigger thing might be white stepping off over here. I am on a trade-in. We do have to use our joker. Fort Stonelock is our +2. That's behind our capital. The risk that I run, and granted, if white is fully botted, I have a means of getting in over here. And this actually has to be the position I prioritize if I'm able to get in over here. They've been getting quite a bit per turn. And it's possible their cap stepped off last turn. It really is possible that that happened. What I need to confirm that it happens this turn, and I likely will have enough troops to take this if this player is botted over here and they remain botted. Problem is they have returned on previous turns. They're fully gone on this one. The bot will take over, and it actually trades. You hope that stays central to the board, not on this line that I'm taking. We will have this to fall back on for a take, although I am using the joker. So it is a bit of a risk, but I'm going to hope that the bot actually stepped off of this position over here. I don't know that I can afford that, though. I would like to steal that, but I don't know that I'll have enough to take there. So what I'd rather do instead is let it come to me. I do end up getting a trade on 3. That's great. This is what I was hoping for, is that red would open me up, and then on the next turn I can take a look at white on the left-hand side. I'm a little too fearful of whatever sits over there. And if this remains botted, I guess I won't know if black takes this, but with an additional trade-in, we'll have like over 80 troops heading to the left. Still 80 on our capital. Well, black may have taken this, but they might not defend it with enough. Yeah, all right. They haven't taken. It's good news that they have not taken it, because now there's a higher chance that this bot steps off this capital. If I can get orange's original capital, I think I can easily win the game, especially with white botting out. If they eventually flag, then I'm just 4 cards ahead of the human players on our board. And white will be a pretty good chunk of material, I think. They will be worth a good bit. So I do think it's worth the risk trading here. I would not anticipate that bot sitting on capital. It sounded like white actually just came back, but I don't care if they came back. Red says bots hate me, like I was going to do something to him. I don't actually care about you, Red. I mean, this is perfect. This is extra cards. I don't even have to attack down this way. Red finding out how many troops I have is quite funny, because I have more than them, and this is interesting. I'm interested to see what black does with this, because white is apparently back, but they're not going to get this cap from me because I'm the only one. This is actually good info to have. The only one who can open this capital, or who can get to this capital, is red. And red doesn't really have the means to do that right now. White still has a cap, but got broken by a player. They trade in. They're not going to be able to make whatever play they want to make on me. They are back, though. So their troops have likely spread all around here. And if they don't stack on me, I'm in better shape. I can continue prioritizing this position. And I'm actually not going to take here, because I know that red can't open this, right? So I can actually just take these cards over here. And if red wants to hit them, they can. Although I close in, maybe there's some risk behind closing it off if red got opened. But I think they're just going to keep taking this card here. And they're not going to really be able to do anything about me. Continue stacking over here, knowing that I'm trading ahead. And now we're out, right? We have our way out. That was this capital. Once I found out there were 2 here, I had to play this in a way that attempted to get to a part of the board that is open to all 3 other players. Because if I'm stuck back here and white could card block me or red could card block me, I was really going to be in a tough spot. And I'm still very card blockable here. There's a 1 point on this spot, but I can have an infinite trading zone with red if they so choose, which does help me quite a bit. I think I'll take on the left side this time, mostly because if black, we've been seeing black get a lot of troops per turn. If black has that, we get the Joker back again. Somebody broke red, so this is actually a great time to prioritize the left-hand side, because if red swings over here, I want to have the chance to retaliate. Can't imagine red is happy with whoever did that. They knew how much I had over here. Okay, they appear to be full hitting white. Now, if they eliminate white, if red eliminates white, they don't. Interesting. Black holds this. Okay, they just broke everybody, I guess. Cleared white out of this pocket, which I don't hate. They got 100-something troops. I mean, that's nothing. Okay, they don't break white either. I think white's still a pretty decent size, even with the 40 troops that we hit over here. I don't anticipate being in a position where we can eliminate white. Now, I have all of these red cards back here. So I actually do think I'm in a bit of a position where I can take a peek, in the hopes that somebody reopens this. 109. Okay. I just wanted to take a look. That's more troops than I thought white would have, but I guess they have been getting more than everybody for a considerable amount of time. I wouldn't even be surprised if red comes and opens up my capital again. Okay, they don't open me. which is smart. But now I don't care what black has. Black's trading behind me by 4 cards. But more importantly, they've been getting like 12 a turn for most of this game. And so I don't think I'm really strongly incentivized to pay any mind to them. I do have to bolster this capital. If white rolls this, they lose the game. They will lose the game if they hit this. That is just a tremendously awful play. That's such a bad play. I mean, they're mad that I hit that spot before. I go before white, so I'm not going to trade. I want red to hit here. It looks like they will. So I don't get much out of eliminating white yet. I let white get to 3 cards and take the elimination. Unless black eliminates them right now. Which could happen. I mean, that was a horrible play by white. They get 7. So they actually hold here. Weirdly. But I know they have hardly anything left. Even if they fortified to this with some junk stack that was sitting off to the side, I don't think they have enough to stop me. The concern, I basically have to eliminate them if they open up red to me, or I have to back up. What would be the worst thing is if somebody else gets this cap over here. But basically what I think I do on this next turn, leave like 30 on my capital. I mean, this was an 80 cap. They traded early to make that play. I'm not in love with the play. I'm going to put 20 here. I know I will have back-to-back trades because we have the Joker. Plus 2 back here. Right, this is going to be a 30, and then... white goes AWOL. Red still gets 7. This is good because it means red doesn't have any pathing to the capitals over here. Off of their main stack. If I can catch white on 3 cards. What would be best, honestly, is if black steals one of the capitals. Because I don't know how much else I'm going to have to hit. I mean, they're not letting this player hold a bonus at the bare minimum. If I get 3 extra cards, I'll be on 7. We trade for 51, and then we just take a backseat. I think I trade first and then sit on 4 cards with whatever I have left. If red wants to make a maneuver on me back here, they can. This cap, I think, becomes more important than this one. So if somebody steals this from me, that's fine too. Because at least I'll have red to trade with. But I need to eliminate this player. I mean, mostly because I want to punish that play. Rolling my cap, and they only went minus 40 on an 80 cap, which is minus 39 even if you really think about it. They will also roll off here. It may make this cheaper for me. I need the bot to actually play. If it rolls off this capital, this becomes cheaper, and we have a better chance of eliminating this player. Black also hopefully held for 12 on that last turn. 13 even. Plus 2. That lands on our cap. Red thinks I'm going to hit them. I am not going to do that. I can fortify back to this. I think we bail on the back one over there. Red actually can probably eliminate me here. As long as I have a trade on 4, I should be fine. I don't actually care if red takes this. That doesn't defend with much anyway. The fact that he's aggressing me, I haven't done anything to red this game. This is actually pretty irritating. You gotta tread carefully though, Chief. Oh, he's not gonna get this. What? You're slow rolling me? Are you kidding me? All right, we gotta hope I don't die to black here on a trade-in. I don't care about this. I kept 10 there and like to hopefully deter somebody from just straight rolling it. But we got 3 cards off of white. We got 4 cards off of yellow. We are 7 cards ahead of my opponents. I'm absolutely going to trade here. There's really no reason not to. We're going to defend this with like a 50, just so red doesn't try to roll it. This is now my primary position. I don't really want to close this capital off. I'd rather take the cards back here. It's a 3-player game now. They might harass black. I need to defend this, unfortunately. But I trade, at this point, it's a matter of time. Like, these guys have to full aggress me. I think black's probably got about 200-something troops on this capital. They don't do anything to disrupt me, though. You know what? I actually, because I know that I have this positioning back here, I would like to play more passively. I want to see what red does. I know that I have those cards to fall back on, right? I doubt he opens me up. Also, I do think red misunderstands this bonus up here. They don't actually hit there, interestingly. And they leave the 13. That's a choice. Have a trade on 3. Have these cards here. Black breaks me. And immediately opens me up. Red also let them hold the 20. I mean, I guess I'll just take this here. I think the most interesting thing about this game has been, I probably should have traded there knowing that I could get extra cards. I'll trade next turn. Black doesn't have pathing into me. I'm not super worried about it. And I trade again. I'm 2 full trade-ins ahead of my opponents. So while they trade for the 39, I'm trading for the 88. It's really only a matter of time. Can't tell. This is the concern I had, that red's like actively trying to card block me. Good effort, Chief. Oh, he checked here to see if I was open, and he was going to block me off of that position. So red understands card blocks, which is interesting. Give me all your cards, brother. I don't think black understands what this does. The answer is nothing. It truly does nothing. I'm not really even at risk of opening red over here. I'm intentionally holding out on my trade-in because I know that red's trying to block me. In case you guys are wondering, like, why are you not trading in? It is entirely because the red player is trying to block me. What are we doing here? What's funny is red themselves is super blockable. I respect that these two understand. Actually, this is interesting. Black has to, because black did that over attacking, has to break red on this next turn. Well, red's not. Yeah. Red's getting 13, so they have this bonus. They have to break red. I don't know what I did to red. I think I just existed and that irritated red because I truly have. I transgressed white and I transgressed yellow. But I truly have done absolutely nothing to the red player. I mean, now I'm about to hit their 13 because they deserve it. But previously, before this, I don't know that I should block them, but I don't really care. I wonder, did they get broken or did they lose this? Did black take this from them? We'll find out if black's getting 23 on the next turn. They're getting 22. So I think red still has the cap, but got broken in both spots. But the thing is as long as I don't ever connect this capital to this territory, like I can even hit here. I can take these cards here. As long as I don't hit this, black's not going to get back here. And I'm going to trade so much more than these guys as the game goes on that I should just be able to eliminate red for a better hold when that time comes. So I don't even really care about opening red here. 214, tough nuggets, dude. You don't have a trade-in. So if he blocks me, I'll just start taking cards on the other side. Get 7 again. It seems like he's not defending this. I'm wondering if red. What's funny is red is actually, if they want to clear second place, they're incentivized to trade with me. Now, again, because I don't trust red, I'm not going to trade in. And if at any point red trades in and aggresses me, we will have retaliation off the 90 over here on the side and can go make a play accordingly. Because black is not open to me. The one danger is that black opens red, red undercuts me. Had a feeling they might trade on 3. And if they... I mean, if they come over here and blast me, they don't even take this. Black won't even be open to it. And you don't win this roll. I mean, just a foolish play. The longer they let me, the longer I live, the closer they are to perishing. It's pretty much as simple as that. Now, they didn't give black any cards on that turn. So that is interesting. Trade our guys to increase our chances of getting a guy on the next turn. And slowly do the same block play that I did before. Because now red truly has no chance. They actually have lost this capital as well. I think at this point, even if they open black up to me, I don't have a trade on 3, but there's not much that black can do. My concern here is that red crashes out into black because black took this capital from them, even though they chose not to defend it. They don't even really break all that much. But yeah, black took this capital. So black has this cap here and this cap here. I feel a little bit bad for red because this game for them, in my opinion, was a masterclass in lack of a board awareness because they had ample opportunity to make a play on orange over here to take this capital before white did and then make the same play on white. I think they had the pathing into that. Maybe they didn't. Or they had the undercut pathing to go take it. That didn't happen. So... let's see what red gets again here. 7. I think we don't have a trade on 4, so I have to be fairly cautious. Did he take a card? I think he took a card. Trades were 150. But then stealing this from me, not defending it, constantly aggressing me on the top, all of that combined, not a very effective play. Red getting mad is interesting. We don't have a trade. What? Oh. Black just sacked into him. Trade on the next turn. Can I cap run? I could save these extra cards, but I think it's funnier if I have the chance to world dom. Oh, I can't world dom. Good game. Once I took this cap, I couldn't world dom. So he sacked into red, but still had enough to defend himself. I don't know. Black played a fine enough game. I don't know what red was doing. They just like constantly got irritated. But anyway, they could have card blocked black permanently, infinitely traded back with me here, and they wouldn't have won, but they weren't going to win anyway. Unless they fully worked with black to take me out of this position, they had to open black up to me before I got up to 300 troops here when I had the 100 and whatever. They had to open black up to me so that black would come sack into me here. And that's your only chance to pressure me at all. I didn't have a trade on 4, so you maybe get a trade earlier than me and then send yourself back into me in the cap back here, and then I don't know. That's really the only chance they had. They never opened up black. They just targeted me independent of that. They could have infinitely traded with me in the back for second place. They didn't take it. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a win on Seaport. I like this map. I don't know what it is. There's something about it that I like. We had triple expert, double intermediate. Experts were black, orange, and red. Intermediates were white and yellow. If you guys enjoyed this one, hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. We'll be back with more Risk tomorrow. As always, everybody, I have been C-Money. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a tremendous rest of your day. Peace.